bar, whatever, put it behind your neck.
So if I give any girls that are too difficult.
Oh, there, that's the one we're missing. Whatever you want. Yeah. All right, 10, strict press with that snatch grip overhead. Try to keep those ribs down. Really pressing through the ceiling. Trying to push your lats towards the wall. When you're done with that, after those 10 reps, you got 10 overhead squats. Try to rip that bar apart. Try to pull it apart without moving your hands. 10 overhead squats. Don't let that bar sit over the back of your shoulders more. Okay, good. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to do a little test. You're going to press the bar up once, quarter squat, press, squat, press, squat, press as low as you can. You'll get about 4 to 5 presses, okay? Chest up, shoulders up, face up. You guys can go. Yeah. All right, put your PVC pipes down. We're going to head over to the rig. Just like every group, you guys need a little bit of mobility before we get into this. So I've got a 5-pound plate on the rig. There should be enough for you guys. If not, grab some more. Make sure it's stacked tall. Put your toe up as high as you can. Heel on the ground. We're going to lean into this straight legged first, 20 seconds. After the 20 seconds, you're going to try to push your knee forward as far as you can without like jamming it forward. Just nice and easy for 20 seconds. Switch legs. We got to do this twice, both feet. Okay? The reason I'm having you guys use a plate is because if you guys come over here and just do this, your toes will curl down and you're not going to get the stretch. Okay? We don't want that. We want all of it to be up into that calf and then on the anterior part of your ankle. What are you guys thinking about? Just so quiet. All the other groups are just talking shit to each other. Old Peg Boy over here is the best stretch in the world for him right now. When you push your knee forward, guys, some of you guys, it may not move at all. Try to make it move a little bit. When on your second set, your goal is to move it a little bit further. If that plate starts slipping down, just move it back up so you're nice and vertical. We want that pretty tall. We want above a 45-degree angle. More like a 60-degree angle. In case anybody brought a protractor. What do you teach?
Math and science.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Make sure you go both sides twice. So if you guys obviously can't move your knee at all, it's just because that anterior shin is not gliding super well. It really will affect snatching, definitely pistols, which we guys are doing later today. So it's a nice little warm up to it. When you guys do finish, we're going to go back over to your PVC pipe. There's no rush, guys. Just when you're done, head back over. All right, we're going to do a retest. Put the bar back on your shoulders, PVC pipe, and we're going to press on the way down, right? You should feel way better when you get to that sticky point now. If you need to turn your toes out a little bit, that's also fine. You look like one of the Chinese weightlifters over there. Did anybody not feel better from that?
I feel better.
2 minutes, and you guys are moving way more efficiently. Every one of you guys, your chest is more vertical, and you guys, in that sticky middle point, was a lot better. You're not so like, ugh. If you can't move through your ankles and you snatch, you're going to always be like, you're not going to catch it. You're not going to be able to pull and push underneath that bar, right? Those ankles are very important. Obviously your hips, and then definitely your shoulders and chest, right? But we just did one thing, 2 minutes of work. Some shoulder exercises, 2 minutes of work before you snatch every day, okay? All right, we're gonna bring the bar in the front, starting at your hip pocket. Your snatch grip, hands obviously can play around. Most of you guys, I'm not gonna tell you to move it. You don't like it, but this bar should naturally sit right at that hip crease, okay? We're gonna relax the knees. We're gonna jump, shrug, and catch that bar. Make sure you do shrug your shoulders to your ears, okay? Don't just do this. Okay, 5 reps. You don't have to squat. Yeah, emphasize it. But jump, Amy. Bring your feet in. Yeah, yeah. When you guys pull, elbows high and back, not low and back. Okay? I should look like this here. So I'm going to make you guys do that drill. I didn't make anybody else do it. You're just fine. See other people. All right. When you guys are done with that, we're going to practice something because a lot of you guys are having this issue. You're going to practice what you just did. Put your toes. Shrug your elbows. You're going to pull under and punch. It's going to be a little bit of a balance here. Okay, 5 reps.
Do that one more time, please.
I mean, basically we're just going to start here. Pull under and punch. Move your feet. Jump under the bar. Pull and then drop under. Yes. Good. Fast feet. Now we're getting somewhere. Good. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, this will help your snatch out a lot, okay? Because you're like spastic and don't know what to do, okay? Fast feet under the bar. This helped you a lot because when you were snatching, you were doing this. We want to be active, pulling under and punching. We're pulling ourselves down underneath this bar, okay? All right, now 10 triple extensions from above your knees. Relax here, right? Nice small hinge down to the top of your knees. Guide it back up, get to your hips. Shrug, okay? 10 reps. Mid-foot. Do not go back to your heels as you go down.
So, real quick, if I say ribs down, it means towards your hips. You're upside down.
Good, Bree. Go ahead and go to the top of your knees. Push these back just a little bit. Yeah, now we're good. Good. That's it. Okay, good. Hold on, before you go, push those back a little bit. Yep. Shift your weight to there. Push this back a little bit more.
Does that come from leaning over
Yep,
the bar?
there you go. Yep. Now drive through the legs. That's it. That's it right there. Okay. All right. Now we're going to add all of that together. We are going to snatch from there. 5 reps. Okay? Nice and smooth. You don't need to be crazy fast. Focusing on what we just worked on in positioning, right? Make sure your knees, when we are in this hang position, look how vertical my shin is. I don't know if these will move. Yeah, here we go. Here, right? I'm not like this. If I'm like this, I don't know how am I supposed to start? Just look like I can't twerk. Stuck, right? Stuck here. Yeah. Drive your knees to initiate the pull. We have to press through the ground. We are not just pulling back on the bar. We've got to use our legs to drive up. So from here, drive your legs into the ground, push, 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 and then pull at the top, okay? 5 snatches from there. Amy, try doing it without pushing your knees out. Okay, just push them over your toes. Then jump at the top. Good. Yeah. Bring this back a little bit more. Now balance, put your weight here. Good. Try it again. Good. Okay, when you go up, you're going to drive through your legs as you slowly pull back on the bar. Smooth, just slow. See how you feel that gap? There's a huge gap from here to here. We don't want that. Keep it against you as you go up. Okay? Yep. Weight here. Good. Now try it. Smooth. Yes, that's it right there. Repeat that. Okay. All right, now we're going to go to the hardest part for everybody. We got to go below the knees. Okay? This is where everyone has a struggle because in a snatch position, we are a lot more over the bar. We have to be because our grip is wider. It pulls us more forward. Snatching is a little bit more hinge. You got a little more hinge on this, okay? So when we go below the knees, you've got to make sure that you squeeze your knees back just a hair more than we do on the clean. When I do this, notice I'm not doing this with my knees and pushing them out. If I do that, how many of you guys have had a coach tell you to push your knees out when you're doing Olympic lifting? 1, 2, yeah, a couple of you guys, right? That's an overcorrection for a lot of you. So maybe you may have had an issue where your knees caved in. Ignore that for right now, okay? I don't want your knees out. I want them over your toes. I don't want them collapsing. That's just for this engagement. That's all I want. I don't need this. Because when we create force on this, we want force up and down, through the floor, up and down. So if I'm driving my knees out, I'm creating force outwards. That's not helpful. Up and down, okay? While you're doing this, focus on that just for this drill because I want to see if it fixes some of you guys on some stuff, okay? So, knees squeezed back, 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 driving my legs through the ground, jump, pull, catch, okay? Nice and smooth. 5 reps.
Did everyone hear that? Same thing, march in place.
Good. When you pull at the top here, eyes still forward, and then when you punch, still keep your eyes forward. Yeah. Yeah. Wait here. Okay, try it again. Feel your whole foot. Better. But finish your extension up at the top. Okay? Where do you feel like you're, do you know where you're like missing it? Do you know where it is? It is up there, but it's from right here.
Okay.
Let your knees come back a little more. When you guys are done, you can, better, that's it, right there. Good. When you guys are done, if you want to grab a bar, you can. We are going to just start snatching. Again, just nice and light, but we're going to practice this until we're done. Okay, we're going to practice just snatching, okay? You can stay with the bar, you can add weight, doesn't matter. You don't have to add a lot of weight to anything. That was better. If you guys finding yourself at the top where you pull and then you catch with these bent arms and it's funny, it's because you're losing connection when you pull under the bar. Keep pulling under as you jump. Don't just like Hail Mary relax, right? Here, and I'm pulling myself down and under with fast feet. Okay? You're banging it. You're glory holing it. Speed, slow it down. So just slow down your speed, right? Don't just slow everything down. Okay? I want you to pause at the top of your knees. Good. When you go from here, yeah, but I want your shoulders a hair more over the bar at the top of your knees. Yeah, go from there. But don't bang. So when you get here, you're just this. You should get to here, like the first drill we did, right? We were here and drive up, not forward. Okay? So try that again. Getting there, but still too much like smooth. Think smooth jump. We're going to go even slower. Do it again. You're going to stop at the top of your knee. Good. Okay. Push these back a little bit more. Yep. I want you to go to the mid-thigh. Good. Go to your hips. Stay a little more quarter squatted right here. There. Now jump, pull, and catch. But jump all the way up. Jump and pull all the way through the ceiling. Try it again. We're going to do the exact same thing we just did. Okay, getting there. All right, go below the knees. We're going to do the whole thing slow. Good. Okay, stop there. More back. Yep, good. Nice and smooth the mid-thigh. Good, all the way to hips. See how you're already standing? You should still be nice and, right there. And then when you jump, jump and pull back on the bar. Jump from here, though.
What was that doing?
You're just doing this and pulling under. Go to your toes, right? Jump like you're on a box, going to a box. You're still like, jump straight up.
It's super hard to break. That's like
Yes, it is. But that's the habit you got to break. Okay? But now the positioning's way better. Now we're at the right spot. Now we have to fix jumping and pulling back on the bar at the top. Let your knees come back a little bit more off the ground. Just a little bit more. You're stopping right here and you're still a little too far forward, so you're having to really pull the bar back into you. So if we put a bunch of weight on, it would loop. Okay, better with the knees and then just a more vertical jump at the top, right? Better. Drive through the balls of your feet at the very top. Good. We have to, so bar path is better. Now you have to teach yourself to actually drive out and let your feet move versus just, right? Yeah. That's it. Now vertical. So you know how, like, you know how you kind of fell back a little bit? Because you're used to pulling back on the bar because you don't finish jumping through your feet. Okay? Getting there. Getting there. When you pull at the top, I don't want you to pull back, but I want you to finish pulling a little bit more behind the bar. Okay? Finish here with your shoulders, right? Versus here. Yeah. Open your shoulders, open your hips. Yep. Yep. Good. And then just smooth it out. That's it. Better. Yeah. Your pull to the mid thigh is getting better. You're gonna have, so what you're probably gonna have to do for all of your snatches is do stop, open your hips, pull back. You're not like that ending point. You just have to learn, and honestly, it could be because of your Achilles that you're not used to driving through it vertically, and you're just used to doing this because that isn't used to squeezing all the way through, right? And that will translate to your hips. That might be something you need to train. Good. It's getting better. You're figuring it out. It's just going to be your timing of when you pull. That's like one of those you pulled late, one of those you pulled early, right? But keep playing with that. If you keep working on how you're moving your knees and getting that brush and jumping at the top, your snatch, you'll increase at least 10 pounds on your snatch. Like without even getting stronger, it'll just go up. Yeah, that's it. That's your old habit of what you've always done. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good. One thing that you'll really need to, like, that'll really help you with snatching is at your extension point to keep being, like, having good tension through the bar while you jump. Yours is very, like, yeah. Right, like, it's, like, broken, and you want it to be smooth through the whole thing versus just, like, yeah, right? It's almost like a robotic jump at the top. Yeah. Try to be more smooth and then move under quick. Yes, better. Keep trying to drive your legs through the ground here. I know it's like, it seems really general, but with these, it's almost like a little broken at the top where you're like, wait, okay, right? Like you're losing tension, right? Keep full tension through the bar and through the floor. Better, that's it, right there, perfect. So just tension for you is what you need to focus on, okay? It's good, much better. I think we're done.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right, well, we're done. So if you guys want to keep snatching, you can. If you want to put your stuff away, whatever. I think they're just playing around now.
You done? Yeah, probably. Yeah.